Hey, long time no see. How you doing? You know, we're in some crazy times right now, but figured, I don't know, I had work from home a few months ago and I started playing around with my Digimon collection. It was a great time for me to kind of sit down and, I don't know, just kind of reconnect with everything. So I thought, it's been a lot of time since I've done a Digimon unboxing video, so why don't I just try to do it with some of my older stuff instead. So anyway, I just wanted to go through and do an unboxing video of the two version 20th Digimon Pendulum. So the original, the Wave 1 version, so you can see you've got a nice replica of the old school pendulum devices. We've got the silver black and the silver blue. Funny story, we actually have two of the silver blues because Diana, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's the one doing the video, so I am not saying this to rub it in at all, I promise. But Diana was playing through the blue pendulum once we got it. You know, it's really cool because you can do all the jog-resting, combining your Digimon, all that kind of stuff. So it was so much fun having Diana playing around with it, and honestly, because, it's kind of hard to make the pendulums die, so it's, even if she wasn't really good at Digimon, it could still really, help me out. We could work together, play with each other, whatever. Anyway, long story short, Diana dropped hers in the toilet. And not gonna lie, I probably reacted pretty harshly there in those initial moments. It still worked afterwards, but the pendulum was totally messed up, which honestly, it doesn't really matter too much because, fun fact, this actually doesn't even use the physical pendulum practically at all. It's all like a motion sensor. So that wasn't really too big of a deal, but it also stopped making sound after the sound just totally stopped working at that point. So I ended up buying a new one. So we ended up having 3 of them. But I'm not sure if I've really messed around with the one that's in here, though. But why don't I go ahead and, I guess we can go into the black one first. I think it's actually cool compared to a lot of times with some of the older videos that I've got. That was literally stuff that just came brand new, whether it was premium Bandai, right after something got released. So they were all just like brand new devices. But you can see with these, where I've played around with a little bit, there might be some Digimon on it, which would be kind of cool. But this one's actually pretty, most of the other ones, including the version 20th of the original Digimon, the regular Digital Monster, and then the Digital Monster X's, the 1, 2, and 3s that have just been coming out. They're the long rectangular kind of blister packaging, while this one has, I guess, it's really the only release out of the new ones that have had the more rectangular packaging. But I think this looks pretty cool, pretty snappy. The Wave 2 ones look pretty nice too. But you can tell it's pretty much the same with both of them. They come with the instruction manual. We got Ludomon on there. I don't even think I've opened this. The instruction manual, I could just jump totally into it. But right, pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Thank goodness for all the really great fans on the internet who ended up translating this and really made me, I just go to Humilos or With the Will or something and don't ever have to really worry about it. So the black one, man, look at that. Man, that's shiny. That's pretty good looking. I really, compared to even my original pendulums, I like these a lot. So, oh, cool. Battery. I just, happy to see it work. Load. Okay, let's see what all's on here. Who cares what time it is? So, yeah, look. Oh, man, it's going to die. Let me feed real quickly. Oh, wait. Oh, no, because you're sleepy. Dang it. Anyway, I'm probably just going to put the tab back in this one. So, I think we've actually gotten quite a few Digimon on this one. Oh, man, look. Yeah, got some pretty... Oh, yeah, Beelzemon. Woohoo! So, it's pretty cool. I put a ton of time into this. I mean, I feel like you even kind of did, too. Didn't you, with the blue one whenever you had it? So let's see. Record. Oh, look, I'm the champion. Oh, a single hand tag champion. Woohoo. That already feels good. Like I said, it's pretty nice when you're already pretty much done with it.
I love the Pendulum. Honestly, out of all the 20th devices, this is one I've probably played the most. It was pretty cool even just being able to kind of sit at work and do, you know, the battling, training, whatever.
It is satisfying to shake it.
I know, just... I know, it's I guess this one at least, you know, it's a little bit different from the Digivices where literally you have to just sit there and shake it the entire time. You know, this is just during battling. But yeah, I've put a ton of time into this, as you can kind of tell, even with just the records. But I didn't get everything. I didn't get everything at all.
What happened to the toilet one?
The toilet one is actually, I think it's in its box. So it's still in there. So all your Digimon and everything, they're still surviving in there. So I'll go ahead and just stick this back in really quickly, and then we'll just open up and see if there's anything on that blue one or not, and then that's pretty much it. It's cool. This was really the first opportunity I had to mess around with the pendulums. I had the original virtual pet back whenever I was a kid. I was lucky enough to at least have a few version 1s, you know, where I just raised both of them myself. So that was at least pretty cool. Oh, I totally forgot the other part of the box, go figure. But I never had the chance to get a pendulum when I was younger, and of course, you know, those never really came out in America. So as soon as they announced that they were going to go ahead and do the anniversary pendulums, excuse me, I was really, really excited. We were living in Japan. We were still over there whenever I got, you know, one of the very first things I did when I, you know, set up my bank account. Once we really kind of got everything settled down, I went ahead and, of course, made my Yahoo Japan auctions account. So I actually got a few of the older pendulums, but actually I lied. I think I only got literally a Deep Savers, so the Japanese original version of this. And, you know, I realized very quickly that, you know, the fact that I didn't have any other pendulums, not being able to jog grass, made it kind of suck a little bit, because you were very limited in terms of what evolutions and everything you could get. So, you know, when I played through the original pendulum, I just kind of figured, you know, it was a little rough. I really wish I had more so I could have taken advantage of all the features a little bit. But, you know, honestly, just kind of looking forward to this while we were over there in Japan. That's also when the original version 20th, so the original virtual pet came out. So, you know, people were kind of wondering if they were going to do an anniversary release for this too, and I'm kind of honestly happy that I ended up waiting, just because, you know, between these two and not even talking about the second wave, you can do a lot with this. It has so many eggs, so many different Digimon in it, so many different Copymon that you can end up using. I feel like, you know, these were just really worth the wait, and then, you know, even if I had to buy 2 of the silver blues, I feel like it was totally worth it too. But anyway, we'll just untap this one real quick and see if there's anything on there.
As you can see, the shaming is continuing still.
Wait, I'm so sorry. You know, I feel like it was a cool memory though, I think. You know, I'm gonna set this so at least it's gonna be awake. Oh man, look, is that Duffmon? That's cool. Guess that was the last one up. And then I've got a Rosemon over here. Woohoo! Let's see. Still got some of the basic ones over here. What was that? Yasuramon, Mamemon, Middle Mamemon. Of course, you can tell I go for those armor evolutions. We got Omegamon. Yeah, so I really didn't get too many in this one. Pukumon, Palmon, Togemon, Digimon, Lilymon, Pinocchimon. So yeah, so there's a lot of I mean, you know, obviously there's a lot of really cool Digimon in these to begin with. Very, look at that, very nice. Though I don't have a right one, do I? Record, definitely not as much on the other one, I think. Am I right in remembering that? So you can tell with this one, you know, my single victory, literally like 50%. I've won 121 out of 242. I think you literally have to get to, is it 999, 1000 to get to the total champion thing? Because really that will just tell you how often I sat there and I just, you know, I turned the sound off and I just fought battles while I was sitting at work. That was a good time. I'm joking. I'm kind of exaggerating, but you know, it's really one of those things you can do without even really paying attention to it. Yeah, man, I love these. These are really awesome. You know, it's pretty cool because, you know, they're really putting out so many different versions of the version 20th, you know, especially here in America. They just announced that they're doing like a third wave of it. And I think it's one of those things where, you know, it's cool. I love the original pet. It's fun. But at this point, I am just version 20th out when it comes to the original Digimon. I really wish just so more people could have it that they would release these pendulums over here. But, you know, who knows? I'm just happy that Bandai's putting out stuff right now. Anyway, regardless between these, you know, we got the Pendulum Zs that have been announced. I cannot wait to get my hands on those. You know, of course, I know there's definitely a lot of people who are kind of frustrated with the fact that, you know, even if you look at the Tamagotchi fandom, the fact that, you know, you've had a lot of really cool, progressive, at least for, you know, something like a Tamagotchi, they were really trying to push some boundaries, you know, with either just doing color, backlit screens, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it does kind of suck that Bandai is still putting out pretty, you know, Pendulum Z, really, it's very similar to these that originally came out, you know, over 20 years ago at this point. So there's a lot of stuff they could still kind of change with it, but, you know, honestly, I just love Digimon. I'm just happy they're still putting out stuff. So maybe, you know, they've just got me addicted to it. But I think a lot of cool stuff's coming out right now. I really can't wait to get the Digivice from the new series. So I feel like, you know, I've been really excited with Digimon, where it's going, a lot of stuff coming out. So it's really cool to be able to dig out these again, even just be able to go down this little walk on memory lane and just, I don't know, just go back through and see. So I put a lot, like I said, I put a lot of time into this, you know, nowhere near as much time as the people, you know, plenty of people that I know who have gone through and gotten everything. But it's still really cool, and I had a lot of fun with it. I guess, you know, here in a little bit, I'll try to do another video with the Wave 2 ones with Beelzemon and Dupemon, and see how far I got into those. I don't think I got as far as I had hoped, just considering I put so much time into these. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for checking it out. If you have any cool Digimon stuff that sorry, if you have any cool Digimon stuff that you want to talk about, just throw some out in the comments. You know, I'm a big fan. Message me on With the Will, Dr. Tomoe123. I'd be happy to talk. I love Digimon electronics. Thank you. Have fun. Have a great life and stay safe out in this crazy world.